she's doing great. Well, I like myself, I cash out every other day, but the 20s have been wild. I don't know, something about the big woman age make you feel like, all right, this is who I am and I love her. Like, success is being the best you that you can be in every aspect of your life. I still am you, man, just not you, this man, you know? To be sure that you want to do it. Don't let nobody tell you, say, oh, could be one doctor, so you can be doctor this, doctor that. No, because remember say, are you are gonna go through med school, not them. Remember say, are you are gonna have the sleepless nights, not them. Remember say, are you are gonna have the 1,000,001 exam, not them. Remember say, are you have 5 years in medical school, not them. So ensure that you actually want to do it. It might she's bad. What's up, bad bitches? So the doll is back. She's feeling much better. She's doing great. Well, I like myself, I cash out every other day, but I'm okay right now in this moment, so that's what matters. So today is, well, I missed last Wednesday, unfortunately. I never did feel well, and not only physically but like mentally I was not doing well. So I was like, let me just reel it back in. Like, I feel like sometimes we forget that we need to be taking breaks, because if you leave it up to me, like, I'll work like a dog until I'm burnt out. Like, seriously, sometimes I don't know how to pace myself, and then I end up doing too much and my body and my mind can't manage. And I feel like when I start to get burnt out, it shows. Because when I say I was extremely irritable last week, like, I was extremely irritable last week. Even went to work, and like, what made me know that I really tired my child too is because this week so far, like, I've been actually like happy to be here. Last week I was not happy to be here. But we live and learn. I'm gonna try pacing myself, and like, I'm gonna try actually taking breaks each month, even if it's a 1 day for the week. Just do nothing at all, you know. But yes, so I feel like we should call this chit chat segment Yappings. So welcome to Yappings with Ari. So got a few little questions, a few little things to talk about. Somebody asked about personal growth and like how I've changed so far, or how have I grown so far in my 20s. And I feel like that was the perfect way to start this video, because girl, the 20s have been wild. Because when I just came into my 20s, I was like, oh my gosh, the world is my oyster. I mean, it still is, but I came in with so much but I came in with so much vigor, and now I'm just tired. But yeah, so some of the ways that I think that I've grown in my 20s, or tremendously, is that one, I've actually become more comfortable within myself and my own skin. I don't know, something about the big woman age make you feel like, all right, this is who I am and I love her. Like, I have grown to love myself so much, and I'm not sure if it's because I've seen myself go through so many things that I've overcome, but I've grown to love Ari so much. I love the way I look, I love the way I think, I love the way I care for people. Like, I'm in love with Ari. And that's one thing that has really changed, because let me tell you, when I was younger, I was a very insecure person. So I find that because of how insecure I was when I was younger, I put myself in certain positions and I placed myself in certain terrible situations because I never had the self-esteem or the confidence or the self-worth that I was supposed to have at that time. And I'm talking like back in my early 20s. Like, I'm just now growing to love me, to know my worth, to feel confident in who I am. And trust me, when you don't have that, you put yourself in certain terrible situations. And yeah, trust me, I could have not gone through certain things if I was not like that. But you live and you learn, you know. And that's one thing that I'm grateful for. I live and I learn, and I try not to make certain situations make me hard. And it always brings me back to like friendships and relationships, because if you leave it up to me, if I look at how I've been hurt in the past by people, I should have been a terrible person. I try not to make those things make me hard. I try to keep who I am at my core. One other thing that I've learned, or that I'm currently learning, is that it's okay to start over. So no matter how old you are, it's okay to try something new. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to not be comfortable with where you are and do something else. Like, nothing in life is rigid, to be honest. If you want to get up today and tell me after that, do it. You know, don't be afraid to start new things. And I've also learned to not take life too seriously, guys. That life is so unserious. Life is so unserious. Because what? Who said this? All is just so, you know? But it's like, life is really so unserious. So I've learned as well to not take life too seriously. Like, don't take life too seriously. And also, I've learned that things in general normally work out. They may not work out when you want them to work out, but things in life tend to work out. So I've been practicing not worrying about things more, or I've been trying more not to worry about things, because in life, when you really look back, you realize that things normally work out. It might not have worked out when you wanted it to, but things normally do work out, and God normally has your back. So even if it not work out how you want it work out, it work out, it will work out. So yeah, but these are a few things that I've learned so far in life, and I've grown. Because I used to be I still kind of do worry, but I've tried my very best, and I'm now cognizant of the fact, and I try to tone it down. Because God will work it out, one, and two, life is very unserious, so why worry? So the next thing is balancing work and life. And to be honest, I don't feel like I would have achieved success in life until I've achieved the perfect work-life balance. That's how I see life. Maybe it's flawed, I don't know, but that's how I feel. I feel like I wouldn't have achieved proper success until I have achieved work-life balance. To me, success isn't just a job. Like, success is being the best you that you can be in every aspect of your life. So not only as a doctor, but also as an influencer, also as a daughter, as a mother, as a, you know. So success to me is kind of like a holistic thing, but balancing is hard. I don't know if I do it well, to be honest with you, because I keep on getting burnt out. So clearly I'm not doing it well. So maybe I'm not the best or the best versed on this, but one thing that I never go wrong with is scheduling things. Like, once I schedule things, then it normally turns out well for me. I'm kind of type A in that regard, because I love a good schedule. I love a good full calendar. Like, I love, you know. So yeah, and sometimes it really is hard to balance work and life, because I don't know, even recently, and I said it, and I said it in the vlog that's coming on Saturday, like, life just feel like one big rut. All of a sudden, one doesn't care about the other, in terms of, like, work doesn't care about what's going on in your personal life, you know, and your personal life don't care about work. As well is I try to do like a weekly thing, so what I want to achieve for the week. Sometimes, not all the time, because I'm not that diligent, but I would put like what I want to achieve for the week. Normally space time or have a goal per week for what I want to hit. So with the gym, I want to go 3 times for the week. Like, you know, I try and hit goals each week, so that helps me. Somebody was asking like, how is dating going? And guys, it's actually perfect. Yeah, it's actually perfect. Yeah, I am a happy girl. I'm great. I I feel amazing. I feel cared for, adored. I feel taken care of. And one thing I love is that what was very important for us is to like build intimacy outside of. So if y'all know what I mean, outside of. So that was really important. So to me, dating is that time to form intimacy outside of that. So dates are going great. I mean, I love to go out. He knows I love to go out. So yeah. And our last date was archery, and that was really good. And we're going on a date again this week. So yeah, but dating is going well, which is funny because my first chit chat video was like, oh my gosh, ew, men. I still am ew, men, just not ew this man, you know. So yeah, the next thing was, how did I start meeting other creators? So for me, I think that I have lucky girl syndrome. I joke. Alright, so for me, I think how it really started was I started getting invited to events. So from there I would meet creators, and then from there like things would spark. So then the question would then be, I'm sure, how do you get invited to events? So for me, presence online I think is very important, and to make your presence feel what? And to make your presence felt, cause what the hell? And to make your presence felt online, and try and align yourself with a particular niche. And I always say it, I feel like when you're just starting out, it's the perfect time for you to niche down. Perfect time for you to niche down when you're just starting out, because it allows brands to group you in with a particular batch. So are you a foodie? Are you a travel girly? Are you into real estate? Like, are you into makeup? Like, it allows brands to group you into a particular set of people, and with that, that's how brands would like reach out to you to get brand deals, or even to go to events or what have you. So you have to just be very intentional, and you have to make your presence felt online. It's not an easy thing to do. TikTok might be the easier app to do it on, but just continue making your presence be felt. Why the English not English today? Was that correct? I don't even. Anyways, so make your presence felt. And over time, brands will see you, and over time, you'll get invites and brand deals. And one thing I want you guys to pay attention to, and if y'all haven't already, go buy my creator playbook. Like, it's all in there. So once brands see that other brands want you, they also want you. It's some psychological trick, I think, because once brands start inviting you someplace, and guys, ensure that you get photo ops whenever you get invited someplace. So once brands start to invite you out, then more brands will then invite you out. So yeah, and make sure when you go, you look good, you look polished, you know, you look nice, and take pictures and post them, you know. Show them to you enjoy yourself. Do like a story post while they're there. Joni does an amazing job of that. So yeah, that's how I really met other creators, through brand events. Even Joni, I met her first at a Hyundai event, actually. Alright, so next thing, somebody asked if I would give up medicine to do content creation full time. And I'm telling you, the more life progresses, the more I feel like that's like a change, you know. But something about content creation, and at least in Jamaica, I'm not sure if it will change over the years, but something about it that just doesn't seem like it can work consistently long term. Of course, we see Perry do it, we see Tanania do it, and I guess Shina Lee, who else saw the content alone, you know, like they do their thing. But the thing is, what I've noticed with the batch of them, I think, is that they use content creation to funnel money into something else that can then give them more long-standing income. So I think that if the content reaches a place where where I'm making enough money to funnel into like buying a property or like like what Tananya do, which is smart. Manage Tananya, smart, because they put her money to good use, and I don't think she'll ever be broke. Like, she'll always, I think, be well off, because her money is put to good use from the content. So I think that if in the future, God's willing, a joke, I think that in the future, if it is that it starts to give me like peri money, Tanana money, and we can put that money there for fuel something else, then of course. But I don't think it will ever be content alone, because let's be real, I don't think anybody does content alone. They normally use that money and funnel it into something else. As we saw, I'm not really a huge fan of my profession, but I do think that if push comes to shove, then I might, which is so funny, because if you asked me this a year ago, I would have said no, completely no. But truthfully, I don't think that I would completely give up medicine to that. I feel like what I'd more so do is just stay out of the hospital and do something like a private practice or something, because I am actually somewhat, I think, okay with that. So I feel like my answer is no, still a no, but it's not a hard no like it was before. It's not as hard of a no as before, because if the money get there and I can funnel into something else, then of course, I think. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind like during the days doing like a private practice work, so yeah, I feel like that's kind of where I'm at. So to answer your question, no, but a very soft, very, very soft. It's like a no, not really a no, Okay, so somebody said imposter syndrome, which is perfect because the doll for that. If it's one thing, my love, it's imposter syndrome. So one thing I saw somewhere, which is so important, is don't let your mind trick you outside your spot. Don't let your mind trick you out of your spot, babe. You hear me? So yeah. So imposter syndrome, if you don't know, is when your mind try to play tricks for you, make you feel like say or make you feel like say you carry the things when you can do it, which is like an awful thing for your mind to do, because why are you doing that? What's up? I thought we were friends. But it happens a lot, and it's happened a lot when I just started medicine. Actually, in terms of like started working, I had major imposter syndrome, because I cannot be a doctor. I just graduate. What do you mean? Let me save life now? Crazy. And like imposter syndrome really have you feel like a fraud, because no matter whatever you've accomplished, you feel like it's not true, and like somebody will expose you, but you are actually capable and worthy because you did it. When I did just graduate medical school, the imposter syndrome was crazy. I graduated to get my degree, like I was a great intern, but still I had awful imposter syndrome. I thought that I just was a fraud, to the point where, I still think I experience it today, but it's not as bad because I have more confidence in my abilities now, I guess. I don't know, but I still am like afraid of, how do I put it, I'm still afraid of being a fraud, even though it's not true, because I know that I'm capable. I am still afraid of that. which is crazy to me. And even like with content, oh my gosh, like, and to be honest, it's weird because I don't experience imposter syndrome with my content, I think, or like with being an influencer or a content creator. I more so experience it like with my actual job. What has really helped me though is to like look at my accomplishments, celebrate them, like show myself compassion, and know I'm not gonna know everything, but that don't mean I'm gonna know nothing at all, So that's kind of how I've been helping myself get through it. But I really only experience it with my medical job, nothing else, just my medical job. Alright, so last on the agenda is somebody said, what's my advice to people who want to become doctors in Jamaica, I think, and in brackets they said don't do it, which is real, because I always say it. If my partner ever yet said to me, say, mommy, I want to be a doctor. No, next career, please choose something else, babes. Next. Not this. I mean, if they want to do this, I'll support them. But you know, like, are you sure? Are you sure? So yeah, like, my advice is to be sure that you want to do it. Don't let nobody tell you and say, oh, come be one doctor, so you can be doctor this, doctor that. No, because remember say, are you are gonna go through med school, not them. Remember say, are you are gonna have the sleepless nights, not them. Remember say, are you are gonna have the 1,000,001 exam, not them. Remember say, are you after 5 years of medical school, not them. So ensure that you actually want to do it. It might be the worst thing that you've ever experienced in life, actually. It's gonna be awful. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. Like, it's gonna be awful. You're gonna maybe cry a lot. It's not gonna be a bed of butterflies and roses, no, at all, no. But if you want to do it, it might make those nights where you won't give up a little bit easier, I guess. But yeah, ensure that you want to do it. And to be in this profession is to be selfless. It's to have compassion. Ensure say you're not become a doctor for the money. Remember that you're dealing with somebody mother, somebody father, somebody uncle, somebody aunt, somebody grandmother. Remember that it's a profession that is service above self. Remember that you would need to be selfless and you need to be compassionate, you know. So just ensure that going through medical school, going through clinicals, you don't lose that. Or if you don't have it, try and build it, because you're dealing with people. So yeah, but my advice is only do this shit if you want to actually do this shit. If you don't want to do it, don't be forced into doing it, babes. Pick something else. There are other things out there that actually have a good work-life balance and you're making more money. So please, I beg. I actually beg, please. Like, if you're coming a doctor in for the money, no bother, babes. Pick something else. So yeah, but anyways, I'm hungry now and I'm kind of tired. I want to get some box food and just enjoy my life. So I'm hungry and like kind of tired, so I'm gonna actually leave right now. I will see y'all in my weekly vlog on Saturday. I missed y'all. Oh my gosh, it felt so empty without you. It really did. I was like, damn, you know, because I'm with y'all every week. But yeah, so happy to be back, and I will see you on Saturday for the weekly vlog. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the doll. Yeah, bye.